Morning. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
It's embarrassing, I presume, to be in this sort of situation where you have to explain your financial situation, but that's what happened to you yesterday, Laurie.
Very embarrassing, yes.
And it's basically about a bar that cost $14,000 that you're paying off.
That's right. Well, the reason we weren't paying it off, we had paid a substantial amount for the bar, but the work that was done was shoddy, and there was a disagreement. There was work that was unfinished, and I refused to pay the rest of the money. We went to court, and there was also some damage to our property by the gentleman that built the bar, and it went to court. In the end, we failed to appear, and we had to pay the amount outstanding, and I asked could I pay it off,
right.
And that's what happened.
All right.
We've been just.
I guess, Noeline, on the surface, it would appear to most Australians that the Donahers live a good life.
Yes.
Would you maintain that that is true?
To a certain extent, yes. In the last 3 years, we've had to tighten our belts like everyone else in Australia.
Yeah, and that's part of what was revealed in the court, was your financial situation.
That's correct, yes.
Now, is that difficult? Or is that fair?
No, it's not fair. I just feel that it's an invasion on our privacy. What part of us is left to be private?
I guess the court is entitled to know, but is the public entitled to know?
Well, it was very intriguing. Sort of yesterday was just one of those days when Laurie rang me from the Sutherland Court. I rang the Telegraph to be informed that lists of court appearances are faxed to those papers per day.
Yes.
You know, what is left? Because we did Sylvania Waters, there's nothing left.
Well, I was there for the amount involved was $1,600, and as I approached the court door, or the entrance, there was a gentleman out the front with a camera, and he just jumped out and took my photo, and I objected to it, and
You were aggravated by
I
that?
was, because I couldn't understand why someone would be there over a small court appearance or over a small matter. Obviously, because of who I was, he was there, and someone had told him to be there.
But that's what public life is about.
Obviously it is, that's right. Yeah, obviously. Yeah.
And some might say, Noeline, that you've both exploited public life. You have a book, don't you?
Yes, I do.
Is there a talk of a record?
Well, there's more interest in the book if you want to hear and find out about us.
But what I'm saying is...
just getting back to you saying exploiting, we're not exploiting.
No.
I went to court and there was a guy there to take a photo. Now people will see that in the paper and say, I had it done or something like that, or there's, I'm behind that, which,
My point is that being in the public eye has worked in your favour on occasions, and you've accepted that.
Aye, certainly.
Yes. I was asked to do the book. I kept it. I always keep a diary.
Yeah. So my point is, there is good and bad to being public figures.
Certainly, yes.
12 months ago, no one would have asked us to come on the show.
Yeah.
12 months ago, no one would have asked me what did I think about the forthcoming elections.
And we're still the same people now that we were then.
We're in a worse situation now.
So you've got I think you've got a message to ordinary Australians, don't you, who are not in the public eye?
Oh, yes.
What would you be saying? I mean, because most Australian people who have not had recognition of any kind would probably think, Laurie and Noeline, hey, everybody knows them, and that's pretty exciting.
I don't think it really is. It's in a way it is, yes, as we mentioned before. But my advice to them would be sort of stay on the quiet side.
Liz, I'll give you one more. We've been approached by an overseas television channel to do the sequel.
And?
We're thinking about it.
You couldn't possibly.
We're thinking about it.
You could not possibly do any more publicity,
will write
could you?
something with that. They will write something.
Sooner or later, I guess, you've got to, if you really don't like this public life, you've got to get out of it.
Or get up
well,
there
things
and
like
fight
yesterday,
for
you
it.
can't.
Yes.
You can't get out of it. That's the problem.
But do you want to get out?
I think so. Yes, we do. Yeah.
So, isn't it relatively easy? You slowly but surely remove
obviously,
yourself?
if someone's going to make it worth our while, we wouldn't get out of it.
Can't have it both ways.
Well, I don't know. A lot of people seem to.
But you can't. You found that out.
It's very hard. It's a hard situation to be in, actually.
Well, it is difficult, and I can tell you that from my own personal
That's
experience.
right.
But as I said,
But yours was a profession, you see. Ours wasn't. Ours was just a blind, stupid thing that we did. It's created all this. That you've even got cameramen going to courthouses.
Yeah, that's another thing. So we're in a situation where we have a business to run, and we do that, and we've also got to do other things and be seen or have photos taken and do TV appearances and whatever, and it's hard to mix the two together. It really is.
Yes, I know all about it. I do wish you the very best, and I hope that you are able to sort out what is suitable to you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thanks very much.